So yesterday, those last two trades won. So we ended this with. Actually, that doesn't make sense. Thought it was more. I don't think I saved it. So we're talking 20 and 15 points, but either which way, let's say that's what it ended with. You were up by 100 points. So we go to yesterday's price. That was at 2 o'clock. We're about to close the day. So I believe we wanted to run this. I'm coming. So I had to watch the video from yesterday, and yes, we did close for 20 and 15 points. Could we have traded here? Yes. Is there anything that I really want to trade here? Maybe this, but this will have just been, maybe this was the 15 points, maybe above here, maybe under extra 20. Yeah. Okay, yeah. This will have been the max. Why? This expansion, so this was an expansion. This is the first expansion. This is its OB. We went below it, but now with another expansion. We came above the OB, we CST it, we closed above it. This is a trade. This is your stop. This is the trade, and this is if you're still targeting this point that wanted to, and that's 30 points. But let's see, because I do not know, maybe I just because so this is the trade, this is the video 140. Just want to be certain because I'll add it. If not, I would add the 17 points to be lost. Okay. So I don't know how long it's going to. So we would add this. This will have been the last trade. So that would be, let's just put it here. Last trade 17. Oh, I said 17 last. No, it was shortened. So 17 too. So that would make it up to whatever amount that was. 92. All right, so today's price, we start again from today. Again showed the difference between 1 minute stuff. This was me in the morning, I think. Between 1 minute trading, it was just very interesting. This was very interesting today, and the best too. So if we started at 7 o'clock, I wasn't here during this time. I think there were news today, so I wasn't really. I think there was one. This was news, of course, at various points. So there wasn't so much excitement to look at the chart. So we can bring this in a little bit. So prior, what was that prior? This prior, this is it. So to reconfirm the 2 bar, this was where it was needed. Yeah, that was needed at 850 and sells 15. So I wasn't going to, and so ours would have traded it. The only way we could have gotten in this is if you're using a type 2 to trust it down. So type 2 trust it down. We would not close maybe until here, but we didn't use that expansion, right? I saw this up because I was just laughing at it when I woke up from the sleep. I was like, okay, expansion, this is the last leg in it. So this is your 2 bar which you need. This is your OB. So this is your OB. What happened? So expansion, this is our OB, right? and then but that will be as part of an expansion. According to me, what do I say? I want you to close above this and then expand below it again with an FEG. That's what I want. If not, and let's look, and if you say expansion, all right, you want what? A T2, no trade, T1. So let me just move this so that everybody follows easily if anybody's watching. Not valid, right? Not valid. So T2, T1, nothing. This is the first time we might have gotten something to trade. First time. This will be your target for me. So if we use this idea that okay, first expansion, second expansion, okay, we have a T1, it got confirmed here. This was its OB, this is the return. Your stop would be there, very large. What is going to be your target would be here. When this market close, where do you want to go? Yeah, there's a lot of risk because this might be my first target, not down there. That is a lot of risk. Should we add this or not? We would add it. I didn't take this. In real life, I was watching it. I was like, nah, we're not doing that. Because, of course, I wanted this. And I would show you how I broke rules, took a loss, but still took the win again. But that's not good because we are trying to show that we should follow the rules and keep it simple, not overthink things. So we have 34. We're saying we should put that in, but I didn't consider that aspect. You know why? Because I prefer this. It's like a double confirmation. So if this is the OB, I am saying close below this guy minimum. So go above him 8. So close here. After this, come back. But I didn't see anything to signify to me that come back. So so I didn't bother. Sorry, I was distracted. So for me, this was just a 2-bar confirmation. We return back into the whole B. What is a 2-bar? Oh my god, imagine. Because I took it as a 2-bar, but the 2-bar didn't happen until here. And imagine, wow, that position. This is why, okay, no, but price died. Or did it go up? Yes, it did. But price reached here. I know it reached here. But either which way, see where price came back to inside this guy. And then, so what am I trying to say is that if you had a limit on, I did not, so we don't have it, and also because it's a very big win. Where will your stop be? This is where your stop should be. Because I was expecting price to come down here. Maybe here. Why? Last T2. Let's see what the price do. Died. So yeah. I said will not have it because this has gone. I just even if it won, I'm not about it that. But maybe I'll come back to it also. So for me, that was like this 2-bar was confirmed, but no CST of it until here. And like Erica was telling me, these are the instances when we have been rejecting, kind of. We should not know instances when you know that price is not coming back down here is tough. It's like prices in this instance, if price returns like this, that is 38 point. That is 38 point, and this is news, so that is not the loss. If you didn't take 38 point, you have to move to B. Usually after this, it will be mad. So, that reason why we're not. But 10 minutes and because of ambling and something. So for me, close like I said about below this and then show me that you want to go, but it didn't, and I was watching it in real time, and this was it. So I didn't engage it. I just left it. But why didn't I take the buy, the sell? Sorry, this buy, even though I saw this, because I was like, okay, I'm not saying you shouldn't buy, but touch this. So DM and go if you want to go. I was wary of this, so I let it go because I'm only entering based on the type 2. But see again, under confirmation. Type 2, type 2, type 2, type 2, type 2, type 2. Of course, there are type 2s to short type 2, type 2, type 2. So, but it didn't go. But you see, type 2 again, and that one, and that set, everything going up was just type 2. So I was like, all right, no stress. If it's not giving a reversal, then let's just let me just focus on, wow, I've been so distracted. Let me just focus on continuation patterns, OB. So like I just said, it's either the expansion that touched this M level or if the OB touched it. Okay, so we have an expansion, type 2, and OB. All right, what do I need to see to be bullish or bearish? Close here, return sell. Bullish, close above this OB, because all of a sudden this OB plus this expansion is what matters to me with an FEG. Did we do that? Yes, we did. All right, give me a type 2 now. And then when we got here, I was like, okay, we hit this. I was like, I wasn't feeling it. When this happened, I was like, I know I wanted to short. Why did I want to short? Because we are returning to a 1 hour OB, and also in this instance 1 hour OB. So I chose the 1 hour above of 15 because I remember that I was shorting. Where was I short? I wanted to sell. When after market opened and this first CST happened, I sold. I wanted to sell down here, but that was on my pop, so that doesn't count. Please one minute. Because I later got the when you got here, and I was saying, okay, this was where this was an old one. It was failing. Type 2 failed, didn't go above it. Then I saw this guy dumped, and I was like, you know what, we are going to sell. And I believe I sold somewhere inside here because I used this guy. I returned back here to sell. And I was saying, do not close above this. This speed really looks so different from what I used to trade today. Trying to see if there is anything. Yeah, because on this speed, this guy didn't close here. Yeah, it closes it. It closed it. So I knew I entered high because I caught this. This trade gave me back half of what I'd lost because I sold in here, and I believe I just sold mechanically here just because. But once this happened, I saw this dumped. I was like, okay, I've gotten half of what I wanted, and I knew I was retracing. I was like, what else are doing? I was like, all right, type 2. We didn't confirm. We barely confirmed it on my feed. We did not. I was like, okay. I changed my stop here. I put it here. I was like, all right, don't CST this. Once you do this, then. And then there was news on the pop. You cannot trade 2 minutes. You cannot. I couldn't close my position 2 minutes before. In this instance, I had to close my position just back here. I was like, okay, I'll take half the loss because I was stupid. But then it didn't close below. I was okay. Let me just risk it. That's madness. That's madness. I do not encourage anybody to do that because this could have gone the other way around. Dumps, waited for 2 minutes after news, close it inside here. So first 1 minute, and but I wasn't seeing my computer around that madness. I wanted this, which was crazy because why there was no reason to close inside here. So dumping. What should I have done? Move, let this candle finish or halfway, and move your stop to it. Where was the next invalidation? What don't I want to see? Yeah, this is the OB of this, of course. Move it stop here. But like I said, I was already down, and I just wanted to just be done with it already. So coming back to 15 minutes or something else. So this was your first type 2. So top day, right? This is it. Where should your stop go ideally? Yeah. And I'm targeting this. Alright. Did I put my stop here? Will I put my stop here? No. Why wasn't I so interested in it? Because there was news. There was news at 45, I think, or something. I don't remember. So there was news. What would I be looking for? This is the first FEG inside. So what was my thinking if I'm longing? FEG Gandalf, return into it. This is the candle return to CST that candle. According to ICT, this FEG must hold. If this FEG fails, price is going down. This is the FEG. It failed. 31 points. So today starting with massive losses. So take that. When do you become interested in the shop again? Here. When we close this. Why? We are targeting this. So once we close this, we couldn't enter. Why? We didn't have this. So very painful day. If this had closed below this and we are already at the 2 bar, I would sell this. But I can also sell this. Why? New candle. So what was the next best thing? If we had to come up, did we come up? Yes. Yeah. It's another thing that gave me a little confidence when I saw, okay, this was down in my shot that I was saying. Then I was like, okay, we're in the OB of this guy, so let's track it. So nothing to see here. Price drops. All right. Now we fulfilled this condition here. Let's see if we make this all back or it was a proper losing day today. So let's stop here. So what do we do? News count on this expansion. This is its OB. What did we do? We expanded through the OB. Enough. Give me a type 2 here. What happened? Instantly CS did. Erica bought this. It makes sense to buy. Why? Chances. Of course, one. This guy. We didn't have this. This guy. OB. This on. You see? Oh, I'm on a different feed now. OB. Oh, see this. Wait a minute. Trying to find something. This was what I was saying with the feed. These guys, this was their own 50%. The touches too weak. So I know that when I saw Erica's feed, it made sense. It came back well into this OB. Coming back here to CFD feed, of course, it's what it is. This is it. I want to buy. I'm not expecting it to go very deep. The same thing I do week to week. Missed it here. I'm not missing this. This sounds something to miss. Why? Also, it's overlapping on this line, on this D line. We buy this one. Stop. My stop starts here. But that is not it. This is my stop. Why is it here? One, this is an FEG. This is it. Let's delete this. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's start with 1. Why? OB expansion. We are still above. We are still below this. So this is a strong. This is a buyer monitoring. And so when we close above this, now I'm very confident in the long. And you'll see what happened there. So when we bought this, OB 2 bar. All right. Did we see this OB, but it was a rejection. Okay. What is the next thing we do not want? Do not close here. But we give ourselves good room. I'm thinking if it closes here, it's going to be somewhere here. Enough space. Do not close here. But I'm not going to put it because it's kind of weak it, something like this. You see, imagine if someone put their invalidation here, weak it, and then, reject with almost 20 points. So 40 points. Hallelujah. All right, I need to speed it up. Why won't we target this? As lovely as it is, we could have, but this is it. Once this falls, but once this hits it and it's rejecting, I'm thinking, oh, I want to close this. What else do we have? Where's your validation for longs? Yeah. Actually, if this is expansion, the news expansion, all right, fair enough, it's OB. If you say this is expansion, all right, fair enough, this. So after that, where's the first expansion? This guy is low. So if you take this as the first expansion, expand below this, we are going down. If you take it as the first expansion, this is his OB, expand below this, we are going down. So until we close below this, in this hour, we are not going down. So I can engage in all this, in all these dramas. I can engage here. Why? These are where you start adding other tools. We are here, we're in a gander, and we are failing to close it. Of course, maybe we close it here, but what is happening? Like we see, type 2, this type 2, to be the high of that. Okay, maybe not useful now. Type 2. Fail to buy here. I'm not selling this. This is not a sell. This is not a sell. Type 2, type 2, type 2. Buy this. Buy that. Where's my target? Yeah. Oh yeah. Where will I close when this happened? And I was trailing this on the demo. Where did I end it? Immediately I ended it here. I was aggressively moving stops, and that's where I ended it. But you bought there, you target this side, if you are quants max, but we'll target this side, 23 points. You open the charts when we are here, price touched this D level, we are going down. So I want to entertain shots. Type 2, type 2, type 2. What am I looking for? Give me an excuse to short. Okay. This close below. I'm selling somewhere here already. Type 2, type 2. Invalidation is very close. But let's say for the sake of your sanity, you wanted only type 1. This, but don't forget it is a type 2 that touched the hem level. So once this happens, I will sell you. I have to. My stop is here. 20 points. This is not something that I go for just here. When this happens, I'm pissed off that it came back up. But it makes sense. This is its 2-bar, taps it, it has to come back to its OB. So if I'm playing it setup, 13 points, another entry under 13 points, now I'm extending etc. So in this instance, 13 points. Okay, what happens next? We confirm the type 2 here. It runs as a type 1 into this level. Okay, we cannot do anything unto it. What do we need? We need an OB or an expansion through this to cell. What happens next? We come back into this OB. I was watching this real life. Cell. Done. This needs an OB. 25. I could even say 20. Sorry, excuse me. Okay, what else did we have? Let's go. What do you need? Don't close below this guy down. It's not an expansion. If this forms something or not. No, it didn't. Yes, it did later. So we'll see. Let's stop you. Let's be faster. Okay. So what happened in this hour? OB, CSD of this to buy. Type 2. Okay, yes, you can get into it to buy, but why? Price can. Oh, after there's an FEG. So if you're using this FEGs here, all of a sudden you are not buying this. Of course, invalidate it, come back, but you're here. Nothing special. You see that this type 2 already won. Of course, maybe I'm saying it now. What happens? Dies. Okay. Type 1 goes above this and buy. OB into this, so this is my key level. Close below this guy. With an FEG. I want to sell. Nothing. We're supposed to come above it. We didn't come above it. We sold. FEG. I was measuring this to see if it gave a 20 point. I'm like, yeah, it gave a 20 point, but according to my rules, it's not valid because this happened. We closed above, we went above it, we came back below it, and this was it. We failed to expand, we came back again above this guy. What's the next thing? Close below it. Okay, we came back above this, but get it either which way. Type 1, type 2 comes back into this, comes back into this. You sell 15 points, get that out here. Why? This is it. Yes, this is everything, but for your type 1, this is it. You close something here, or you move to B. Let's say you didn't move to B because it's such a terrible day. Entry here. What don't you want to see? A close above this, so your stop is here. The close is here. You accept it. 8 points. So 8 point loss, but that is not a loss. What happens? We close back above this. There's nothing special. Additionally, for me, because I was looking at these longs here, because like I said, I really wanted us to close above this again. So this we close above, we expand, we went below it, we didn't expand, we came back above. All right, come above this OB, then expand. That's when I trust you. But because if you didn't come above this OB, you are just still within here. Nothing has changed. So there was this opportunity to buy, but let's say you didn't buy. This all of a sudden missing you again, really annoying, because it gave no type 2 here, but gave no type 2 inside above here to buy onto here, unless, and I didn't have anything. Maybe the best case would be buying towards this. So if this was a type 2, buy, excuse me, you're buying towards this level, but I'm not adding that, even though I know it won't. So what's on the cards now? I think, okay, we have enough. So we didn't touch this, so nothing says you're coming down here. And this was very interesting. We had this guy, type 1, OB. The OB did not touch this, because I was a little bit confused and sold here. But the OB did not touch it. Just this, so this is expansion we need. This is its OB. The CS did, it did this. If you sold here, which is normal, maybe your stop is there where you're targeting, yeah. But my stop is not going to be there. That is just total invalidation. I'm looking to the left, best case scenario here, best case. So it didn't win, it came back and touched this. Where did I, where was my sell? I sold, let me see, I sold inside there, and I put my stop there. And this was, I wanted to target more, but then I was like, here, first, and then 20 points. And I know it barely missed to 20 points because I had an alert. I was very pissed off, but I had one position on one feed, stopped out here. One was here and one was on 20 points. And then just after that, I was now waiting, like, why is this price going up? And then I realized, oh, this is the expansion that went above it. And you see, it came down, it went up. Even though it went up, I didn't consider anything until I was like, and then I drew it out. I was like, until we come above this, because this was also, you see why? So I was not like, why I thought this was expansion that touched it. But actually, it's not this. And I was like, okay, come down, come out, go above it again. It didn't. Okay, it came down again. You see, it came down again. Then expand through this guy. This is so different. Oh my God. You see? Why is it so different? This is the OB. This is the expansion. FEG. Yeah. It stopped here. Didn't break above. Madness. Didn't break above, and this was even high. Feeds issues. This. So in this instance, this guy doesn't work. Does this work? This doesn't work. But this works, and this works. But just to show you, it's insane. So I wasn't looking at this when I took this trade. I was like, okay. I was looking at this other feed, but it was there. So let me just show you what I did. And it was like this. I was like, okay, this is the target. If we get to this D level, let's see. I was like, okay, there's an old type 2. It closed above it, bought it, final target. And then when we were here, I was like, all right, we didn't close above this. I'll take 20. And I took 20 and I closed the trade. What happened next? Nothing special. You could buy this to want to go up. It took you out, but your stop would be down. If you come down, this is a range. Type 2, sell. Nothing. Just type 1s. Type 1. This. So if you wanted to type 1, if it wasn't down, of course I wouldn't have taken this. Done. 10 points. This I will take now. After this happened, where's your target? Yeah, done. It's 9 points. Where's the next best thing? Yeah, if we're extending it. I do not know if it will get there or not, but I might be thinking, okay, we might want to eat this. So this, if it eats it, good. Where's your stop? My stop will be here. Actually, it will be here because of fear. Why? Because of this hold until we close below this. Yeah, good. So if it wins 16 points, if not, because we started a new hour, after all this madness, now I'm back at break even or not break even. Yeah, maybe yeah. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's 11 points. Actually, it matters. It's 14 points, and this is just ego. This first trade has won, but I like the fact that this is close to this, so this is just an ego trade, and depending on how it does, we would see. So far so good. This is it. Today was not so much trade, even though there was lots of movement, but it was more about just taking it, and we took losses that even though we didn't take, but it is what it is. So 34 plus 31 plus 8, that is 73. 73. And for our win, without that, it is 40 plus 23 plus 13 plus 25 plus 20. So it's just shy of. So if I was trading this would take me out. Why? I'll put this at 3 points because I will trade my PNL. It will have almost taken me out there. It says buy, so it has to close down. Why? I want to run this up 2 points so that I'm up 50 points for the day minimum. But like I said, this trade has won. Is a 10 points trade. That's it, it's done. This is ego. So we remove, we let it go. It's either going to be plus 15 or plus 16. So oh my god. Why am I writing it wrongly? If it gives before I see, I would adjust it myself. So that's it. All right, thank you. Bye.